pencil, pen, Sharpie. You need a tape measure, preferably the cheapest one you can get, which is this one, pretty much. Something to work on, like a bench. It doesn't necessarily have to have the clamps, but something to hold your work on while you're cutting, which brings me to my next point. You have to have something to cut with. You're going to need a McCulloch Pro 1010 automatic. Okay, it's got to be the Pro model. Okay, going to have at least a 24 inch bar on there at minimum for this project. But make sure, you can pause the video if you'd like. Make sure it's a McCulloch Pro 1010 automatic. A few other tools you'll probably want are, very important, Bluetooth speaker so you can listen to your music while you're making this. Very important. Top of the list right here. Drill, impact drill would be probably your best option for drilling screws, which brings me to screws. It's like a 2.5, 3 inch screw. I like the 3 inchers. I also like this bit. That bit is called a T25. It's the 6-lobe drive. And these are actually 2 3/4 inches. Let's grab the wrong one. Last and most important to me is this custom made hammer from Journey North. If you haven't checked out Journey North, it's highly recommended that you do. Great channel, and he makes awesome stuff right in his garage. Just heck of a guy. You gotta check this guy out. Journey North. I'll put his channel link down in the description. You better click on it. Not very manly, but you can also have some gloves on. I like these thin gloves here. Mechanic wear. I have a computer degree and I sit behind a desk sometimes, and my hands are kind of like a baby's bottom, so I said that publicly. After you have all the necessary tools that you need to complete this project, you're going to want to find your shortest board and cut everything to that size. My shortest board is one of these here. Okay, so I know what I'm working with here. I'm going to measure that out. 33 inches. Of course it's 33, it can't be 32. It looks like my project is going to be 33 inches, which gets your logs just off the ground there. Okay, I'm fine with that. You can make it taller, you can make it shorter. You don't even have to make one, but if you do, make sure you have a McCulloch 1010. You're going to want to measure your boards 33 inches or whatever your desired length will be. Mark the boards somewhat even here, symmetrical. Then remember when I told you needed that McCulloch 1010? This is where you're going to need it. You start it up. And that's all there is to that. No other saw will do for this project. Just keep that in mind. Cheesecake is optional, but highly recommended. Also a nice cold beverage. Preferably the non-alcoholic type when you're working around chainsaws. But hey, that's up to you. Yeah, like I said, this is old scrap boards. You know, you're going to have some stuff in there. I'm not going to pry this out or cut it off. I'm just going to take this Journey North hammer and bend them over. Like so. I like this hammer. Next, you're going to want to grab your tape measure. Put this in a crisscross fashion. measure here. I got 14 inches, which I'm fine with, which I mean about 15 inches on that side. Just make sure that the distance from here to here is the same on the bottom parts. Then mark your line. I had to grab this pencil because the marker went out. Imagine that. And you can grab a square if you want. I'm not. I'm just marking it with a pencil. Quick note, if you're drilling here, just drill the top board here where you're going to put your screws down in. Don't drill the bottom board. You're going to tighten this board to that board. Now I'm putting 4 screws in these. Probably overkill, but there's not much to these, so make it structurally sound as you can. So you just repeat on the other side, meaning it should end up right, or close to right. I mean, it's going to be sitting on the grass most likely, so if you're off a ½ inch or something, it's not going to be a huge deal. What you want to do next here is just make a mark a couple inches down from each end, from either end here on the boards. You know, just to scribe, just to know where you're at, and you can place your board there to drill into the cross sections. This is an old piece of texture strip I had to take off of these boards. Also, what I'm doing is set this on the ground somewhat level before I finish it off, so it's somewhat level. Yeah, there we go. Found a little strap for right there, you know, in case I get smaller pieces like this. I don't have any big wood right now. Also, I took the back here and took a piece of that scrap wood, drove this down the ground, put a screw through it so it will lift up in the back. I don't know. Thought that was an okay idea, but like I said, this ended up to be about same, about 33 inches long. Just a small one, so anyway, let's see how it works. You hear that power band kick in? Let me readjust that. Okay, let's try this again.